All right. So I'm here today with Sherbert, and Sherbert was kind enough to come on and give a testimonial for personal financial health program. So Sherbert, can you introduce yourself for me to everyone, all of our listeners?
Oh, okay. I am Sherbert Ratliff. I'm a cosmetologist for about 21 years now in Memphis, Tennessee, in the U.S. I have two children, 21 and 13-year-old. I've been married to my wonderful husband, Sherman, who is my biggest supporter for 13 years. And so that's me. I love what I do.
Awesome. And I loved having you on the training because you were just an example to everyone of someone who took information that they didn't have before and applied it. So can you tell everyone, where were you before you took personal financial health?
So before I took personal financial health, and you are asking financially, are you asking financially?
Yeah, and just anything,
Okay.
kind of where were you, a picture of where you were at before you took the training.
Okay, so I was making good money, of course, like we all are, like a lot of us are. But at the end of the month, there was no money. It's like $87 left at the end of every month. And so that wasn't a good place to be because you have the first of the month, and that's when bills and everything starts back over again, right? Like the cycle
Mhm.
of you having to be financially ready for what's upcoming. And we were never there. It was more like a paycheck to paycheck kind of thing. That's what we were.
Okay. And what would you say in all of that was your biggest challenge?
Um, so the biggest challenge is for me, I don't like to rob Peter to pay Paul, but a lot of times that happens when you don't have the funding that you need when you need it. And sometimes, you push bills a little farther or and sometimes that can be heavy weighted, make you kind of depressed and heavy weighted. And then the cycle starts all over again, especially if you don't have help to be able to see how you can get out of this hole you feel like you're in. Yeah.
Mhm. Definitely can be stressful.
Yeah, very.
Right. So what was kind of your biggest outcome after taking the program? And you did, I have to say, Sherbert, you did all the success work and you did it step by step and you went through everything. And so you were just a star student, I would say.
Oh, thank
So
you.
what was your biggest outcome from that training?
So my biggest outcome was, I'll tell you really, the joint thing that me and my husband have now, where we sit down monthly and actually look at our bills. To me, that was the greatest outcome because we never did that before. I would always just try to struggle and see how we would make it happen and do the budget book by myself. But this was actually enabled us both to get together and be able to sit down, see what's happening, see how to move money, see according to the homework that we had, what's working and what's not for us. And being able to really make some adjustments. And we also had money left at the end of the month. By the end of the program, we actually, at the first of the next month, we had about $3,000 left over at the end of the month. And that was awesome because I had never seen that before. Yeah.
Awesome. Good job.
hmm
And where do you think you would be now if you hadn't taken the program?
Still trying to find our way out of a hole. Still trying to figure out, and just kind of like the hamster in the wheel going round and round and everything cycling and starting over again and nothing's changing, the insanity of it
Vanity,
all.
doing the same thing
Uh-huh.
over and over, expecting different results.
Expecting different results. And I think that's where we still would be. And I said, if I don't do this now, I don't know where we're going to be, in a year or two. So I made the choice to actually go ahead and take personal financial health. And it really was one of the best decisions that we ever made. Of course, I talked that over with my husband and he said, go ahead, men sometimes they don't like anybody telling them what and how to move their money, but he saw that it worked and now he's on board. Yeah,
Awesome. And you guys did it as a team. And
as
how
a team.
how was the program different from other programs that you've taken?
So to me, I had never really done anything financially, but what I will say, as far as programs, what I will say, I did like the fact that this was put together for us in this industry. And Kaylee got so much information from different sources of what she'd learned and proven ways to make things work financially. And she put us together a whole package to be able to accomplish being financially set. And so that to me meant a lot because I knew that it wasn't just something thrown together, that it was something that was put together for us in this industry to really help us tackle all angles of our personal and our business life to really be able to be successful at the end of the, or during and at the end of the program. So yeah, that's what I would say about that.
Great. And Sherbert, what would you tell our listeners who are kind of on the fence and not sure if they want to join yet? What would you think?
Oh, so kind of like me, it's kind of like if some of you have taken Champ Camp or some of the other camps with Inspiring Champions, and maybe some of you haven't, you know, sometimes the ones who have thought about taking it, you're like, you had to make a decision. It's either now or never. And it's kind of like you got to think about, if you think about, well, I can't afford to do this right now. I kind of thought about, I can't afford not to, because I knew if I didn't do it, I knew that there could only be one way. I could really only go up. And being and trusting in the Inspiring Champion systems really gave me the really gave me the answer to knowing whether I wanted to do this, because it's a trustworthy company, first of all, and I knew I had gotten great results from all the other systems. And so I knew when this was put together and Lauren and Kaylee got together that it could do nothing but work. And I felt like I didn't have any other choice but to try it. And I'm glad that I did.
Awesome. And what do you see in your future now with all these tools that you have? Where are you headed?
You know what? I see retirement at the time that I want to be able to see it. I see more trips and vacations with my husband like we used to do before we got stuck in a rat hole. And I see being able to help my husband retire from his job early. I see me being able to do whatever my kids need. I just see more family balance and abundance. And I see myself being able to give back more, being able to help others more.
Love that. Got goosebumps. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sherbert. Thank you for sharing with our audience, and thank you for being such a star student. And
no problem.
Stuff really does work. It's just that you, as the person, has to apply it, and you did that, and you proved that.
Yeah.
Once again.
Yes, it does.
Thank you for that. Bye for now.
No problem. Thank you. Bye-bye.